You mentioned earlier about a lot of documentation. And I know that every time when you start in a new company, there's a lot of information that you need to absorb. And I often find myself overwhelmed of the information. How do you prioritize? Even in the role of a CSM, which from my perspective, he is in the central of everything. And he has multiple stakeholders that he needs to serve. From where do you start in your first 3 months?
Yeah, the first place I'd start is in the product. The sooner you build that product knowledge and that just underpinning appreciation for what it is, what you do, all that, to me, the sooner you build that, the better. And the more that compounds and pays off and every other day that goes by. So I would start with, I want to be in the product. And if I'm a new CSM, I want to really learn how this product works. I want to learn what doesn't work about it and just try to immerse myself in this tool so that when I go to talk to anybody, I actually can empathize a bit more with the things that they're trying to get done. Once I have that foundational product knowledge, I do think getting okay, what's the story we're telling here? What's the narrative? What's from a product marketing side or from a sales side, help a new CSM kind of immerse themselves in that story. Because in anything they do and talk to customers about, you can start to view it through that lens. Okay, I get they're using the tool in this way, but the problem they're really trying to solve is this other thing that may be hard to quantify, maybe more of an emotional pain. So foundational, learn how to use the product, technical knowledge, then more of the storytelling piece is the part 2. And then part 3, that's when I'm probably going more into like the CRM or looking at the onboarding tools that are using so I can really learn my specific book of business. But if you try to learn that too fast and you just start saying, okay, customer X is doing this and customer Y is doing that, they're renewing next month, you can get by with that stuff, but that's pretty surface level. There's really this deeper appreciation that starting with how do I use this tool? How do I think about this story in this company? Doing those 2 things first and then spending time in your CRM or really learning the tactical piece of what you're doing. To me, that's a good way to ramp.
It's very interesting because usually there are a lot of articles that say CSM should align with sales. And based on the talk that you made, the way I read it is first is product, then it's a combination of product marketing. And last but not least, it's okay, now that I understand, now it's the moment in which I go deeper into the handover between sales and customer success. And it's very interesting.
Might be a little bit of I don't know, controversial, but that's probably not the most common way to do it. I just have found across all of the companies that I've joined in any capacity, some of the ones where I've been the most successful, the ones where I spent the most time learning the product and learning the positioning and the story first. And I know there have been cases, and speaking from my own experience, where I rushed into, okay, I just want to go do the job and create value and do all of the tactical things that were on the job description. And I have found sometimes when I go too fast into that, I want to deliver value bucket, I miss out on some foundational things that eventually you can learn, but it's some stuff where if you go into a customer call and you don't really know the product, it can be uncomfortable and you quickly, I think, get found out in the sense of, okay, maybe this person really doesn't know what they're talking about. And so to build that trust, I have found in the roles and the teams I've built that start with the basics, start with the what and the who and the why. Even if it takes a little bit longer to really ramp to full in seat up and running role, it's worth it.